amor com tinta fluorescente. Peço que você delete tudo que...
Good afternoon. Today, October 17th of 2014 at 8 a.m., we are here to define the legal status of Sarah Howard. At the end of the trial, we are going to establish the innocence or the guilt of Mrs. Sarah Howard accused of murder against her boyfriend Brian Thompson. Then, according to the Constitution and the law that give me the power to administer justice in this case, I will give the word to the parties to present briefly the facts and the evidence that support them.
Good afternoon, my name is Alison McKeven. I'm the prosecutor with ID number 1020-764-773 from New York City. I work in the prosecutor office in the same city as well. I'm here to prove with a bunch of evidence that Mrs. Howard is guilty for the crime of homicide. Also, I'm pretty sure that the homicide was carried out by Mrs. Howard because she found him having sexual relations with other woman that wasn't she and that she didn't know. On July 15 of this year, Sarah Howard didn't have to work, so she went to his apartment to surprise him. When she got there, she found that his boyfriend was cheating on her with another woman that she didn't know. She broke up with him that day and she left the apartment. 1 month later, the parents, Thompson's parents went to his apartment to visit him, but they found him dead. Everything indicates that he was murdered by someone with several stabs in his body, especially in his stomach. They called the police. They called the police immediately because they wanted to know who killed him and for what reason. The police started the investigation in Thompson's house, and they found, according to some marks that they found in the floor, that was a woman who was the day of the facts.
Good morning, my name is Nick Dawson, with ID number is 10144849 from New York City. I am acting in this hearing as defending as Sarah Howard, who is accused for the crime of homicide against for Mr. Thompson. I'm going to prove that my client is innocent for the crime that is accused for the prosecutor. For the evidence, I have the testimony of a witness who were with Mrs. Howard that day when Mr. Thompson was killed. Your Honor, can I call Mrs. Rebecca Jackson? Is the stand?
Yes, I approve the motion. The court called the witness Mrs. Jackson to the stand. Please, Mrs. Jackson, right hand up and the left hand on the Constitution. Mrs. Jackson, do you swear to tell the truth, hold the truth, and nothing more than the truth?
Yes, I swear.
Remember that you are under oath. If you lie, you will be accused of that.
Your Honor, can you let me interrogate the witness?
Yes, you can do it.
Mr. Jackson, can you identify yourself?
My name is Rebecca Jackson. My number ID is 1018420 from Boston City.
Mr. Jackson, who is your relationship with Sarah Howard?
We have friends a long time ago. Actually, I meet her in the college.
Okay. Where were you the day of the homicide?
I was with Sarah on July 15 of 2014. We were in a mall buying clothes and other stuff for a party that we had that day at night.
Oh.
Also, we had lunch over there. We were at the mall from 9 a.m. at 2 p.m.
Mr. Jackson, what did you guys do afternoon?
We went to my apartment to be ready for a party that friends of us invited us.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, so what did you guys do at night?
How I told you before, we were invited to a party of a friends of us, our friends, name is Matthew. We were there from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. of the next day, and we come back to my house. We really had a good time. We always hung out for parties together because we really liked those plans, and always after a party, she stayed at my home. She gets better because you know how to the parties are.
Your Honor, now can I call the witnesses to the stand?
Yes, I approve the motion. The court called the witness Mrs. Sarah Howard to the stand. Mrs. Howard, right hand up and the left hand on the Constitution. Mrs. Howard, do you swear to tell the truth, whole the truth, and nothing more than true?
I swear.
Remember that you are under oath. If you lie, you will be accused of that.
Okay, Your Honor, can I interrogate my witness?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Mrs. Howard, can you identify yourself?
My name is Sarah Howard with ID number 1012441020 from Angeles City.
Where were the day of the homicide?
I was in the Matthew party with Rebecca.
Did you spend the night at Matthew's house?
Yes, I did.
And after the party, what did you do?
I went to my house.
Wait, so you didn't come to Rebecca's house, did you?
No, I didn't, and actually I never went to the Matthew party. I'm so sorry, Rebecca, but I can't do this anymore.
Well, we can see what is going to end this. So I just want to do the last question. How was your relation with Mr. Thompson?
At the beginning of our relationship, everything was fine, but after a few months, we started fighting because I always have been very jealous, and that day when I got to his home, and he was with other women out of his house to talk and fight, I'm sorry, with him, but I was so altered and uncontrolled that I took a knife and killed him. When I realized that I left the apartment and I couldn't tell to anybody. I hate him for that he did to me, but I hate myself for what I did. I don't have nothing more to say.
According to the facts and what Mrs. Howard used tell us plus all the arguments of the parties, I found Mr. Sarah Howard guilty.
Oh my